right. Holy ball.
Captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
With all the dead monkeys alongside. A monkey. I want a monkey.
Hey, you figured it out quick, huh? You grew up.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh! I won't lie.
Man,
When I was
man,
young,
please. All about my bread like some ham and cheese. My man JCP, you could hear him in the background acting a damn donkey. But anyway, got a lot to talk about today and not a lot to talk about today. Really nothing to talk about. We're going to touch on some NBA a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about the Bucks, both Doc Rivers and Dame Dollar. What happened this week with them going 0-2. Joel Embiid, some say the greatest player of all. I say gonna talk about him and his torn meniscus. Also, want to talk a little bit about the Western Conference. Are the Clippers for real? College hoops. Of course, that's the hot topic. For a lot of you foosball fans, this will be the first weekend you tune into some college hoops. Welcome.
missing out.
Welcome. Definitely missing out. Uh, definitely gonna talk a little college hoops, man. Talk some surprises. I got a few questions for him. Want to touch on Purdue too. Talk about some foul troubles. Everybody complaining about all these damn fouls. Stop fouling. How about that?
That game was horrible, ref wise.
Yeah, happens all the time. Also, that's probably it. Might talk some MLB, might not. Don't have any bets for you tonight. I will break down a few games for tonight. I do have my Saturday's numbers here. Looks like about 30 games here to give you for tomorrow. We'll definitely end the show with that. But without further ado, I'm gonna open the show up. My man Jaden Chandler Parnell, football and sports betting insider and analyst. We're gonna talk some crazy stuff. Gonna talk a lot about the Super Bowl next week, breaking it down and giving out our bets. Today, it's gonna be more like the funny business, long shots, stuff you put your lunch money on, knowing it's not gonna hit. Just for content, really. Talking the NFL Super Bowl. I mean, I got two at plus 400 that I honestly think are automatic. So, definitely going to talk a few things, Super Bowl wise. But anyway, not much. Might even talk the kick of destiny too. Why not, huh? It's Friday, baby. Captain by a hook with the
Getting
red
freaky.
beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live on a beautiful, fantastic Friday, baby. It is the 2nd of February and the 33rd day of the year. One of my favorite days. 33 days in and 333 days left. A lot of threes on the board. Reminds me of my stat sheet in high school. But anyway, my man, with the plan, Jaden Chandler Parnell, how the hell you doing today?
Man, doing a lot better before I bet on the Chinese basketball. I'll tell you what, how we doing? Got me this morning. Got me.
Bet a little golf too, huh? If I remember, we was talking
Ooh,
before the
see
show.
woo. I did. That
See
has a better
Woo
chance of
Kim.
hitting that stupid ass Chinese basketball. I don't know what I was thinking. Both of them ended up not hitting too, by the way. So I just wasting my time.
It's
Wasting
one of
my
those
time.
things, man.
I tell you what though, the blood is flowing this morning. We got it flowing. It was just it ain't flowing fast. Kind of
Yeah,
sad now. It's a
yeah,
depression flow.
yeah. Also, for those that don't know, this is the second take of the show. Deleted the first one. It was only 4 minutes, so I didn't do a
Remixed.
two-parter. But yeah, technology is driving us bananas. Betting on Chinese basketball. Things
Too
things
much
could
time
get
on our
better.
hands. Too
Yeah,
much
that's the
time
good
on our hands.
news. It's Friday, baby. The rest of the day got to be good.
Oh yeah. Gotta be. Gotta be great.
Bro, they have jersey number of first touchdown score.
But I'm telling you, they got I didn't see that. Where's that at? What's that under?
TD props.
Oh my! I didn't get that far, and I didn't get that deep and dirty in the weeds. I was looking, but I didn't get to the TD props. Like, I will save that for next week. Like exact jersey number.
I know I thought it was the exact jersey number, but it's just over 19.5 or under 19.5.
Oh, that's hilarious. That is Debo's number though, so I can get why you thought. I'm like, damn, really? Let me start getting in there. And then I thought about it, it's like, wait, why do they just not have the names?
Oh, I know, right?
That's hilarious.
No, it is crazy. I'm trying to think if there's anybody under 19.5. That's like McCaffrey's
Yeah.
23.
Yep.
It feels like it's a Debo Samuel versus the field. I guess Pacheco's
Mahomes could
10.
rush.
Yeah.
Let me get some. There's more than that. Brandon Ayuk's number 11.
All right. All right. We're getting there now.
Brock Purdy, I think, is about. What is Brock Purdy's number? 13. There's another one if you want to rush. Kelsey is 87, not him. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is 25, not him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, here we go. Jersey numbers. Rashee Rice, number 4. That's a good one. That ain't too bad.
Like
Justin
Rasheed Rice
Ross.
and that, they got that weird
Darius
ass
Toney.
fastest offensive ball carrier.
Oh, I actually for that one, I put his teammate Isaiah Pacheco for that one, actually at plus 820. If he
Boy,
gets
he's
a
the
breakaway
slowest guy
carry.
I've ever seen.
Pacheco? You see how angry he runs? He's fast. That boy fast.
I think he'd be tricking you. The boy be
He just runs
stomping.
angry.
I always be like, bro, run. Why you stomping? Go. Run somewhere.
I
I
won't
feel like
lie.
he's jogging all the damn time.
Rashee Rice is probably a really, really good one. I didn't. What was his odds?
Plus 820.
Yeah, no, I think him and Pacheco both being at plus 820. I think that Rashee Rice one's pretty good. I like that one. Him or maybe Debo wouldn't be bad, but you got think about somebody who can get open space about 20 yards. That's what you're looking for. Rashee Rice. I mean, you see that screenplay they ran, dude. I like Rashee Rice. I won't lie. I changed my mind. Think about that screenplay they ran against the Ravens last game. That boy was moving. I'm not lie. I know they were kind of slowing down and jogging a little bit, just kind of give up because of the. It was like that boy kind of scooting.
Hell yeah.
That boy was
Yeah,
out there
Debo's your
moving.
favorite for sure. You got
Yeah.
Debo 570, Ayuk 680, McCaffrey 730, and then all the
Man,
Chiefs
no
players you
respect to the
want.
Chiefs. They're like them slow old guys over there. I would take Kadarius Toney, but I'm just kidding. I'm not going to disrespect Kadarius Toney and McCole Hardman. They don't
I ain't
deserve it.
I had to hold my tongue just now. I wanted to say something like we was playing a video game about Kadarius Toney, but I'm not gonna
I
say
don't
it.
want to. I don't want to disrespect him. He's had a rough stretch, and he just had a kid though. So shout out to him. But yeah, he and the Chiefs are going through something right now. I'm just gonna let him get a Super Bowl ring and let it be. Was he on the team last year? Actually,
I was just about to ask you that if he already got one. I'm pretty
he
sure.
might already have one. If he does, I feel like we can say something then. He at least has a ring.
I feel like yeah, he's been on the team for a minute now, huh?
He might. By the way, another since we're talking, I'm assuming we're just talking about some weird bets right now. Player to score an octopus, yes, plus 980. I didn't take this last year, and it happened last year, so I'm gonna take it this year on this off chance it happens again. Plus 982. It's like might as well put
Yeah.
money on it. Shout out
Shout out Gucci man.
another appearance on the go.
I like that too.
Plus 980 is not bad at all either. Christian McCaffrey scored 2 touchdowns plus 420. Not horrible. I think he probably could. He's done it. I think like 2 of their 3 or 5 recent games, something like that. He should have done it last week too, but he got tired, so they took him out for one play, and then he got vultured by Elijah Mitchell. Hate to see it. Does he have a ring, by the way? I'm assuming he found it by now.
Bro, I wish I knew how to use Google.
I swear he was on the team last year.
I've searched 2 different things, and I think he's been there for 3 years. But
yes, he won last year.
yeah, they be throwing years at me, bro. I don't even know. It was like he got traded to the Chiefs October 2022. I was like, I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, that was So last, I thought he got traded in the middle of last season. I thought so. I don't know why I was blending these 2 seasons together. Yeah, no, I don't know if between him and McCole Hardman are going to make an appearance. I know we're going to be talking real bets next week, but I'm going to look for MVS probably to do a little bit of magic again. Because shout out to MVS. I don't know if I've been on the show since that overhit. That bomb play to hit his over and his receiving. Woo! I was so happy. That hit Chiefs won. It was like a magical trifecta. It's like, all right, MVS, all right.
Hell
Shout it
yeah.
out, man. That boy
Nah,
balling.
that was a blast, man. Let me throw this at you real quick. Any player that scored 3 touchdowns, any player, and you got McCaffrey, you got Kelsey. Those are 2 players I think not easily could do it, but if it, I feel like it's plus 500 for any player to do it.
Can I get a little bit nastier for you? What if you just take Travis Kelsey by himself plus 4,200?
Yeah, I don't believe in Kelsey as much as
No,
I believe
I
in
do.
McCaffrey. But
I think
I
those would
will
be the
say
two to
this.
do it.
I know Kelsey's only 3 touchdowns away from that Jerry Rice record, which I think means nothing because it's not like they're not going to be here next year.
Right? They're going to do it again next year if not. But no, I think
Yeah.
it wouldn't be too bad for plus 500. Why not? I mean, McCaffrey scores about 2 every game. You're just asking him to get one more.
And see, that's the thing. Christian McCaffrey to score 2+ rushing touchdowns is plus 420. And
Hey,
this for any player to score 3 is 500.
yeah, that's the only thing because it's like I think McCaffrey's probably going to score 2, so it's almost like you'd much rather maybe take the plus 420 deal with 2 instead of 3 because 3 is you need almost everything go perfect at 3 touchdowns in a game.
I feel like he's a yeah.
And McCaffrey's going to be the one to do it. I feel like he's done it most for them. If not, maybe Debo Samuel, someone like that. But
I
it's
don't
going to
believe
be
in
tough.
Debo like everybody else believes in Debo, man. I've been hearing a lot about Debo.
Why not?
It's the Super Bowl, bro. That motherfucker hurt. I'm
Got
telling
two
you,
weeks off.
how can you believe in him enough to put some money on him though?
No, yeah, that is very true though. That shoulder injury, like shoulders are a weird thing too. Like being a guy who's dealt with shoulders, like that stuff doesn't just go away. Like he might feel good, he might be getting that Toradol shot, but I don't know how good he feels. Like fully, like yeah, I might feel good for the game and everything, but in the week, is he like able to lift it or something? Like that's the big thing. So like
Yeah,
I'm with you with that. That's probably what I'll personally. The only thing I'll probably take is maybe be able to score once when it comes to this game. We can talk about that more obviously next week. But yeah, that injury, I'm gonna be watching the injury report for sure. Just see like, all right, what's up with Debo?
because I mean, I feel like even if he's cleared 100% playing, all it takes
He
is
could be
one
90,
dumbass screen pass for a lineman to come down and just full pancake on his ass.
right? I mean, we saw with Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson got a shoulder fell on. It was an instant. It's like, man, I mean, that's all it takes. Literally, all it takes is him falling a little bit weird on it. You know, he reaches for it, they land on top of him. I mean, we've seen shoulders are weird, man. Shoulders are really weird. 1 second it's fine, the next second you land on it like you've landed on it 100 times, and it's just like not this time, brother. And it just pops out
Yeah,
of place. It's like
yeah. I meant it that way more than I meant Debo Samuel's trash. But like,
I
how
know,
can you put your
yeah,
money on hurt product?
you can't. It's not like it's truthfully like it's if you do, it's you're playing a very dangerous game, my friend. I mean, I won't lie, I like to get wild, but that's getting wild.
Yeah.
But
Ooh,
speaking of Debo
ooh,
Sam,
ooh.
funny enough, Debo Samuel scored 1+ rushing touchdown, 1+ receiving touchdown, plus 3,000. I have
Nah, it
that. That's
sounds
not
great.
horrible.
It
Not
sounds great.
horrible. He stays healthy. I like it.
Hey, no.
That's the thing. One other one I really like that I'll probably bring up again next week that I already bet. Brock Purdy, Patrick Mahomes used to get 50 plus rushing. Plus 160. I don't mind that at all. I think Mahomes will rush for about 30 ish. So then it's like, all right, Mahomes. I mean, not Mahomes, excuse me. Purdy, can you give us 20 ish? Maybe 15 ish if we get 30, 40 from Mahomes. But
That sounds way too big for me. But
it does. It does. I mean, it's just because
even
I
when you
won't
started
lie.
doing the math, I was like, hey, we stretching Purdy. I don't think he ever ran for 20, 30 yards before.
My boy, he ran for 48 last week.
Yeah.
Big scoots. Big scoots last week for Brock Purdy.
See, that boy don't know
Uh,
how to get the damn done. He need to go holler at Jordan Love, trash ass.
No, here, just for some examples. Brock Purdy, 5 for 48. Yeah, whenever they needed a run, Purdy had like a big run for them. Like it was whenever Jordan Love probably should have ran it, Purdy did about that. Brock Purdy last week, 5 for 48. Week or October 23rd, sorry, October 29th, he had a 6 for 57. So he's had a game, and then September 10th, first game of the year, he had 3 for 20. So he can get it somewhat. The big one's going to be Mahomes. You're going to need a lot of yards from Mahomes. That's going to be the big issue for this bet, I think. So when looking at that part of it, Patrick Mahomes, when it comes to his rushing, last week he had 15 rushing yards. The first week against Miami he had 41. Against Buffalo he had 19. He had 53 against Vegas. He's had 38 against Philly. So Patrick Mahomes can scoot. It's just going to be, are they going to put him in spots to do it? Because he doesn't do it for. There's a reason Mahomes does it at this point. Like he's been a lot more willing to throw the ball away and not try to make the big play because of his defense. But it's a Super Bowl, so I'm very curious to see how much Mahomes uses his legs. He's going to be the key part to that bet. He
I
needs at
feel like
least get
that's what
30.
saved him, man. Once he started really just taking off, they kind
Right,
of
it's
turned
amazing.
things around.
I mean, I'm just thinking about it. Well, there's at least one run each playoff game where he had at least a 7+ yard run where it was huge. And the two bread games of it, the wild card and championship game, he had one run that was 15 plus both games. That was massive. That pretty much got him a first down. It's
Nah,
insane. He knows when to use his legs perfectly.
yeah, he's definitely it's an art. Man, I'm
It really
telling you,
is an
man, we
art
ain't got
now.
to get on Jordan Love trash ass, bro. But I saw this man make the biggest use. Like, not even. I'm not even gonna try and get 3, 4, 7 yards. I'm just gonna throw this. He literally go to the side and just start backpedaling. Like,
Yeah, he's buying time he's buying time the wrong way. Like,
yeah,
I mean, if you're going to buy time, at least make it somewhat productive and have a chance to run because Jordan Love is athletic. Because, I mean, even making those big U's, he was outrunning the lineman running straight down the line trying to get him. Like, he had the athleticism where he could probably turn that corner. He just needs to realize, like, hey, sometimes, man, just go get the yards. Like, don't worry about the
yeah.
throwing. You're okay. You don't got to throw it. You can run it too. You're allowed.
Go get 7 yards, bro. Go get 6, 9 yards, dog.
And
Put
also, it
your
was year
team in
one
the.
for him starting. So I'm not going to crush on him too much for that. But you're exactly right. If he starts learning that aspect of it, that's going to be a huge game changer. Then he won't
Man,
be trash Jordan Love. He'll just be Jordan Love.
hey, now. Last prop I want to talk about, and you can talk. We can talk about the Super Bowl as long as you want. Final score to have occurred as past Super Bowl final score plus 410. I mean, how many different scores can it be?
So many.
No, it's football.
31-20. That's not bad. I won't lie. I don't mind that. I actually have some correct scores. Speaking of, I have the Chiefs score 28 and 31, both each. One Chiefs 28 is plus 2,300. Chiefs 31 is plus 1,600. I actually have correct score 31-28 at plus 12,000. And I have 28-24 plus 2,500. But I was about to say 31-20. I don't mind that at all either because I think that is one of the five. There's like 5 scenarios I see personally in my head, and I think that's like either 4 or 5 on the list. Like, I can see it, honestly. I mean, why not? The only difference I think is that the 49ers have Brock Purdy. But they've come out to slow starts 2 weeks in a row. So that's the big thing. If they come out to a slow start and the Chiefs go up 14-17, game's over.
See, this is
And it
where
could.
reading comprehension comes in. Are they saying just last year?
Yes, I believe so.
Because in
Wait,
my
what is the bet
head,
at? Let me look. Where's it at?
I don't even remember.
Because it might be. It depends if it has a correct score in there or not. Because it said there. I know there's one exact bet where it's like to be the past Chiefs
Some of the
49ers.
specials. Because it says first score to have occurred as past Super Bowl final score. In my head, that's every Super Bowl we ever had, which means
That might
that's
be.
just automatic.
If that's the case, then yes. For being only plus, that's probably what it is. Being only plus 400, I'd probably take that.
I
I
mean,
thought you were talking about that's on me. I thought you were talking about the Chiefs 31, the 49ers 20, like the exact pastime these guys played. I thought we were talking about something different. That's on me.
oh yeah. Nah, you had me lost. But see, that's the thing. Scoregami, that's
That's
when
on
it's
me.
a new
Yes.
Super Bowl score, and that is plus 2,500 to happen.
Yes.
So yes to past score to happen is plus 410.
Yes.
The odds don't make no damn sense.
I was on the complete wrong end. That's on me. So these guys think a past Super Bowl score is going to happen. Because, yeah, this is any Super Bowl in the past. So, yeah, you might as well take both. So 10 on the scoregami, 20 on this one.
Man,
Right?
I mean,
Right.
why not just put a bet on the yeah, bro, something is wrong with this. There's
No,
no
this
way
is
of
right.
giving away free money like this. Because like you just said, bro, you put 50 on each one and you winning money regardless.
I know. I'm trying to think of, like, is there something I'm missing? I feel like, I won't
No,
lie. I feel like, are we overlooking this? I'm thinking
we
about
either
it.
just hit a
Like,
gold mine or we just the word
right?
dumbest
I'm thinking it's like, man, am I
readers
going to
ever.
waste my time throwing 40 on this right now? Throwing 50 on this? No, I realistically, unique final score in NFL history. So there's a chance that like it reaches a final score, I guess, and it's not been a Super Bowl score, but it's been a score in the regular season, and that could be a way to lose. But I mean, I feel like it's basically we got like a what 3-4,
I get what you're saying.
we have like a what 2-3 or 3-4 chance. I feel like still either be a score gami or past Super Bowl.
Man, I feel like this shit automatic, bro. But
I
yeah,
won't lie.
nah.
Yeah, I feel like this is really good. There's obviously a chance where this could end up like a regular season week 1 game, and then obviously both of these don't hit. I won't lie. For plus 410 and plus that one, yeah, this feels pretty good.
I think I'm gonna throw try and make it even. I'm gonna throw 60 on the 410 one and then 20 on
I'm thinking about probably gonna do like 40-20 myself, something like that. Cause yeah, this doesn't. We doing this right now? I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna do this right now.
just I just type mine in, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Dude, I'm
Uh
not. Man, we might have like because I don't. I just am I stupid or something? Like I just feel like these
what
are
we
really
should
good
just let's
odds
just
for.
stop talking about it, look at it on our own
Yeah,
time later.
we're gonna. Yeah, we're gonna. This might come back up next week, or there's a chance we're not gonna say anything and just brag about this 2 weeks from now.
Hey, you gotta watch the show,
Really,
baby. I mean, how could it not? One of these bitches.
man, I want to find this now. I can't find this on my phone. I'm freaking out.
It's under Super Bowl specials.
Ah, you're right. I went to the my phone. The phone has it laid out a little bit different, so I had to go somewhere else for a minute. There we go. Yeah, no. Yeah, we should probably get off NFL before we just before somebody just comes in and be like, "Y'all are stupid, man." Like, what do you think?
So I don't, yeah,
I,
bro. The odds make me feel dumb because this. I feel like the book is dumb for these odds, but who am I? I'm
I
just
mean,
a
I would
dumb
say
gambler.
realistically, the way I'm thinking about, there's a 2/3 chance that you win here. Like if
It's
realistic
football,
numbers,
bro.
but yeah, exactly. How many Super Bowls has there happened that the score's been? That's a stat I'm sure we can look up for next week. But how many Super Bowls do you think there've been where it's like they've been very similar scores? I don't think there's been too many. So it's like we have a wide net of like different scores to get.
Yeah,
And if you're real, it's going to be a 30 something to 20 something game potentially.
I know. You know what's crazy? You was talking about exact scores, bro. I'm like scarred for life.
Really.
Chiefs Bucks a couple years ago, 31-10. The exact score.
Mm,
Had a lot of money on it. Ended up 31-9. I never cussed Patrick Mahomes out more in my life. Sorry ass can't get
disgusting.
what, a touchdown, bro? Got to
That
kick
sucks.
field goals all game.
That sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big correct score guy for being real, but for whatever reason, that Dolphins one, I've hit like I think three. I've hit one each week somehow. So all of a sudden, it's like you know what? I might start dabbling until I have a something like that happen. It's like all right, this is why I quit doing this dumb shit. Even in soccer, I sent you that soccer one I hit the other day. Messing around at work, I'm like, man, I saw somebody chat like this game gonna be 5-1. I'm like 5-1 or 3-1. Why not? And sure enough, Burnley gets a goal in extra time. It's like shout out. Look at that. I even brought
Uh,
soccer up today.
man, hey,
Erling Haaland made his
we touching it
return.
all, baby. Let's talk some NBA real quick.
Let's do it.
Like you said, getting up on the All-Star break. Might as well touch base on a few things.
February
Uh,
18th. Wow, that's
yeah,
close.
about 2 weeks out of the All-Star break. LeBron James, the hottest thing in the NBA. Rumor has it he's going to be traded before this weekend's over. I was hoping it happened before the show. It's going to be one of those things I feel like we're going to get off the show and then it's going to happen and we're not going to be able to talk about it.
Right.
What team would you want to see him on the most, and what team do you think he's going to go to the most?
I know you were bringing up something about the Bulls yesterday. I think first off, the biggest thing he's going to do is go to a contender. He wants to be on a team where they're going to do something. Would it be the Milwaukee Bucks? I don't know what they got to give up to be willing to do that. I feel like that would probably hurt them a little bit. Looking at the standings and do you think he goes back to the East or West? That's where I'm kind of torn. I think he probably goes back to the East. The East
Oh
is
yeah,
kind of wide open.
he hate the West.
So if
Ever
we
since
think
he
about
went to
going,
the West, that boy been a loser.
well, man, if they do decide to trade LeBron, I'm just looking at situations. They'll just run down the standings. Celtics probably not. They're probably keeping their core. Bucks. Don't think so. He could go to New York, maybe, but I don't know what they would give up. I don't think they got the.
Bro, if he goes to the Knicks, bro, I will never be a Knicks fan again, dog.
No, I don't think it's going to be the Knicks. It could return to the Cavs. They have a young core. So there's potentially there. Cavs might be a good one, but I think if I had to pick 4 teams, I would see the most. There's no way it goes to the Magic. It'd be the Cavs, Sixers, Pacers, or Heat in no particular order. I just think biggest thing with the Pacers, he'd fit in because they have no defense. You can't spell LeBron James without a D. There's no D in LeBron James. I'm just kidding. He's just older. It's harder for him to play defense. I get it. No, I honestly think like dream come true. Of course, the Heat fans going to say this. Would it be cool to see him come back to the Miami Heat?
I think it
I
would
just
too.
feel like one of the more realistic places of all the destinations. 76ers probably wouldn't be horrible, but I don't know. Yet again, another place. I don't know what they got to give up.
I mean,
I
Embiid
truly do
just
not
tore the
know.
Knicks.
Yeah, and there, everyone's just bashing him for not playing against Joel. At least he had, I mean, against Jokic. At least he had an injury this time. Last 3 years, I don't know, but we don't have to into that. I don't know, honestly, truly, when it comes to LeBron James, because
Yeah,
if he
man.
is he staying in the East or West? The big thing is I don't know if he goes to the East or West. I think he wants to get out the West, like you said, but
Oh, bro, I think the worst decision he ever made was going to the West.
he won
And
a ring with the Lakers.
just to flip the conspiracy all the way around, this man got saved by the grace of COVID. No way they win a damn championship without COVID hitting. Him and AD break the fuck down in the playoffs without that off season before going into the bubble. But anyway, we ain't got to get into all that BS. They say LeBron
A lot of
James won the
time.
ring in 2020. I don't count it.
Does he have 4 now?
Yeah.
One
Two with the
more.
Heat, one with the Cavs, one with the Lakers.
Just need one more. Got to get that fist. I'd love for him to
Uh,
get 5, but
That's a
I don't know,
that's a
man.
that's a ring he'll never see.
I'm just sad because I know we're closer to the end than the beginning, and it's just like I've grown up with this guy. I won't lie. When he retires, that's going to be, I think, one of the ones that hit me the hardest. Andrew Luck hit hard. This one might hit slightly harder. It's like,
That's
man,
crazy, bro. It's
God,
LeBron. I
my
hate
God.
LeBron though. I'm kind of just
I
messing
was
with
about to say, you just hating ass hoe. No, I feel it though. It's that's probably for you similar to like watching Melo retire. It's like, damn.
Oh, nah, that shit broke my heart, bro. Especially the way he went out.
Yeah, I won't lie. Melo went out dirty. I know we're not talking Melo right now, but that breaks my heart.
Don't go breaking my heart.
League just went
Couldn't
away
if
from
I
him.
tried. Nah, bro, that shit analytics, bro. That's one of my biggest beefs with analytics, cause that's what killed Melo
Yep.
for nothing. It's not like the Rockets won anything that year for nothing.
Right.
Oh, Melo, you're the problem. Let's continue to suck the rest of the year without you. After 10 games of you balling the fuck out for us. Anyway,
And
let's talk actual some we got Joel Embiid. I don't know what a meniscus is or how to tear it or how long. Do you know anything about the update on Joel Embiid if he's gonna be out 6 weeks, 8 months?
the
My
meniscus
guess
is in
is
the
he's
knee.
out for the rest of his life.
I won't lie. Shout out to Ryan Rosillo. He brought this up. We should honestly be like congratulative to Joel Embiid that he's made it this far without some more serious injuries, like something like this. Because if you think about how his career started, that boy couldn't play a game for like what, a year or two, and then he finally got in, and then he's been relatively. I know he's been like necked up here and there, but he's been relatively healthy for like comparative injury wise. This is a big one. From what all I've seen since it's 14 hours ago, I don't think we're going to get anything massive. It still just says out indefinitely. The first thing I saw was at least through the weekend. That was before I think they realized it was torn.
Yeah, I'm about to
So
say ain't no way that boy come back on
I
full.
think the biggest thing is going to be how badly it's torn because if it's only like a minor tear, that's probably like 4 to 6 weeks potentially. I'm trying to look up some recovery times just to give an example. So it could be there's three. So it says there's 3 to 6 months. It could be anywhere from like 6 weeks to 3 to 6 months. It's literally truly depends how bad it is, and also kind of sucks that he's a big guy. So like him being a bigger guy, his rehab process is probably gonna be slightly slower because he has to do a lot more on it. I'm just scared, man. We saw what happened with Klay Thompson with his knee injury. I know he had back to back like killers, but it sucks. Joel Embiid was playing so well. Like as much as he did duck Jokic. Well, I'm not gonna get into that stuff though. He hasn't played in Denver since 2019. That's just a stat. I'm just saying it. Not talking trash, just saying it. But no, it does really suck because Joel Embiid's actually been playing really well. Now he's for sure not going to win MVP this year because that's the biggest thing. He's not winning MVP because of the new rule. You got to play 65 games. He only could miss 4 or 5 games, and he's going to miss them all for sure now. So you can't get MVP. New rule, can't get it. He probably wasn't going to get voted if he missed a lot of games, but now it's guaranteed.
Yeah, it is weird that they made it guaranteed because I mean in the past I feel like the dude only plays 40 something games, whatever it is. It's like
They're going to
way
vote right.
you're MVP.
Right. I feel like the voters are going to like. I think it's the voters are going to. I feel like most voters have comprehension of like, all right, if this guy has like 38-8, he's only played 40 games, but this guy has 29-5-5, and he's played 70 games, it's gonna be like, all right. Like you'd think they would be smart about it, but obviously they had to make the rules, so somebody wasn't.
I think they made the rules strictly to try and get players to play. I
I
don't
think
think it
so
really
too.
had anything to do with the
Yeah.
voters.
Yep.
Uh, it is crazy though, man. I mean, I grew up watching the NBA where it was weird to see a player missing one game.
Kendrick Perkins said it best on the Pat McAfee show. He was going off on these players. He's basically like, "You guys get so much money to play. You need to play the damn games." And I'm not obviously. I can't speak for everyone because I'm not. I didn't play in the NBA. I didn't play college basketball, but it is. I would say it's pretty frustrating how often you can look some nights and this guy's just out, 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 out. It'd be frustrating as a fan to spend the money on get you got to go to one game every like year and a half, and the one night you happen to go. Not to throw him under the bus, it's just the first guy I saw out yesterday or something. Luka Doncic is out with back, but it's just They played 2 nights in a row. They're on a third night and like 5 days or whatever, and he just wants to take a break. Like that's frustrating as a fan.
Yeah, at the
It
end of
sucks.
the day,
Bad
bro,
for the game too.
y'all hoping, bro.
Yeah, just
We
play
not
basketball.
asking you to go put 8 hours in a steel mill. Go out there and
That is
hoop,
true.
bro.
And medicine's as best as it's ever been. So realistically, like the recovery should be. I get the game is harder and faster than ever, is what they're saying.
It's
But
easier than ever.
I'm just saying what I'm just.
The reason it looks harder, I mean, we can go back to all that shit. The players don't play in practice no more. They rest and baby themselves to the point where anytime they try to exert full on energy,
They
they
get
hurt
hurt.
themselves.
Yep.
And ache ain't an injury. Just because your back aching, bro. Like I said, it's cats that got to get up and go put 9 hours in, 10 hours into a steel mill every damn day. They ain't got an option to just call it in today. I'll be back
I'm not getting my
tomorrow.
money.
Yeah,
Maybe tomorrow.
it's just
It is sad.
it's
I
out
think
of touch,
like it.
man. Out of touch
Yeah,
with reality.
it really is too, because like I think like there's definitely a lot of injuries these players could play through that they choose not to. Which at the end of the day, I get they have the honestly they have the right to do it because they somehow got to it. They shouldn't do it, but I can't take it away from them, I guess, because I'm not going to question how hurt or hurt not they are. But it is frustrating because it feels like a lot of these injuries. It's like you can play through that and you'd be
We talking
fine.
about hoping, dog.
Yeah, and I mean like what's like, and I kind of like what they're doing now. We're like, all right, well at least play him, but he's going to be on a minutes restriction. Like Halbert the other night was on like a 25-minute restriction, but at least he's playing out there, I guess. But it's like, yeah, it's just weird because like as being a player, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, man, like you said, they're just hooping.
Y'all
You ain't,
hoping, bro.
you ain't building
I
shelves,
guarantee
ain't
you
building
these kids
furniture.
hooped every day of their childhood.
Yeah,
All of
I
a
think
sudden
that's
now they getting
part of the
paid.
issue too.
It's the people in them ears too. Like, just sit this one out, bro. They don't want to. They just scared, fear, terrified, soft. Whole country, whole world.
It
If you
is getting a
practice
lot
at game
tougher.
speed, you don't get hurt playing at game speed. But when
I
you're
was about
walking
to
through these
say,
practices, jogging through these practices, just showing up and shooting the ball for 40 minutes and walking out, yeah, bro. When you go try and full speed dunk on somebody, you gonna tweak something.
the good old adage: you practice how you play. You saw Kobe. I mean, Kobe was playing through. Kobe's the best example. Look at what Kobe did. He
But see, the
practiced as
thing,
hard as he could, and
uh,
he got hurt
Kobe,
for it, and he paid for it. But look, bro made 2 free throws with a torn Achilles. Nobody doing that anymore. Clay
that
did,
is,
I guess. Clay, shout out Clay.
nah, that's crazy, bro. To even think about
Yeah,
that. But in Kobe's era, also, just to everybody else around him, every player was playing 80, 82 games a damn year.
you would be shocked if somebody missed more than 10 most of the time. If they miss more than 10, then they actually had something wrong with them.
They tore the ACL. Oh my God. We used to play through sprained ankles, bro. Nah, just tie the shoes up tighter, keep it. I'm good, coach. These kids are spraining their ankle, be out for 4 games.
I won't. Ankles are nasty, bro. I hate watching basketball. I hate watching the ankle hit the floor and you just see that
Oh my goodness.
screaming. Yep. And then, but it's crazy. Some people do that. They're back in 2 days. Some people do that. They're back in 6 weeks. Ankles are crazy. So yeah, like way off topic. Ankles are just weird. How they can just legit like you can touch the floor and you're like, nah, you good this time. You got your get out of jail free card today. You do that again, you done.
Yeah. Man,
Man.
I wanted to talk about the NBA a little more, but I really don't care for it. The Clippers though. How serious do you think the Clippers are in the West
They're
Coast?
starting to become pretty legit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna act like I've watched every Clippers game or actually been like super deep touched in with the Clippers, but from everything I've heard, this is the best that every player and that has been playing. Like, this is the best Kawhi's been playing. This is the best Harden's been playing. This is the best that Paul George is playing. This is the best that Russ has been playing. They're one of the deepest teams in the West. A lot of people are saying it's about to be Clippers. If the Clippers cannot get hurt and continue to play like this, it's going to be Clippers Nuggets. That's what everybody is saying. But the biggest thing is the Eagles. Are the Eagles going to stay in check? That's my biggest thing. Are the Eagles going to stay in check? Because they got a lot of guys that have a lot of high usage, or at least used to. Russell Westbrook's coming off the bench. Is he still going to be okay with that? He's okay with it now. Is he going to continue to be okay with it? I would hope so, for the fact that they can get a ring. But yeah, from what I'm hearing, like, Kawhi's playing the best he's played in a while. They're going to sign him an extension. This is perfect for them about to move to a new stadium.
No, it's coming together beautifully right now. To your point, like you said, you got egos. You got two players on your team that are certified superstars, that are certified disappearing in the playoffs. I'm talking James Harden and I'm talking George. Paul George. Both of those players
Playoff
have
P.
disappeared. Hey, I can't even call them that, bro, as a joke or anything. That shit is hilarious.
Playoff
Uh,
P.
my biggest fear is they show up and James Harden and Paul George doesn't show up. And then now you just stuck looking at Russell Westbrook pissed off on the bench, like you said. I think that's when egos come in. Like, give me some minutes. We already seen Kawhi literally look at his team like, I'm good, bro. And then he just sits out the rest of the playoffs with some phantom injury.
I will say, though, I will bring this up if you don't mind me interrupting you. I was just about to give credit to those four guys as well, because like you said, we're used to them just sitting out, not playing. Shout out to Kawhi. The Clippers have played, looks like 46 games. 42 for 42 games started, game played for Kawhi. 43 for 43 for Paul George. 41 for 41 for Harden. And then Westbrook obviously has played 46 games. He's played in every single game, which he continues, which I will always give Westbrook credit for. He plays in every game. I respect that dude the hell out of it. And he does play hard. He might turn the ball over 18 times, but he plays hard.
That boy a hooper.
Yeah, shout
bro.
out to them boys actually playing. What?
That boy a hooper. But nah, yeah, Clippers definitely right now my favorite to win the West. I honestly, all the stuff going on with the Nuggets, and when I say all the stuff, it's really just Joker don't want to be an NBA player.
He's so goofy.
Yeah, it's
It's
crazy
like,
to
you
me.
know, he has to care. He has to love the game so much. There's no way. This has to be a show, I feel like. Do you think it's real? There's no way he actually is like, I just don't want to be here. He's trying to be the Bill Belichick of the NBA.
I can see it. I can't see him doing it as a bit or a joke. But I also, bro, when you look at him, it's not like he shows up in shape and ready to play.
And yeah, he still does all this crazy shit.
Yeah, like it's not like he's coming in ready. I feel like he's just nice. And all of he's nice. And I ain't trying to take nothing from him. The rest of the league soft.
And he's being aggressive.
Yeah.
I like it. That's what I like about him is, yeah, he's one of the few people that, like, he sets the tone.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people aren't setting the tone. So he's like, all right, I'll set it. Because, yeah, how would he compare to some of the I'm not going to, it's hard to compare generations, obviously, but I'm assuming if he played, he wouldn't be, I'm not going to say that. I don't know. I don't want to compare generations or everything like that, but it would be interesting to see how, I was going to say, it would be interesting to see how he would play if he got roughed up and toughed up a little bit, but I mean, he does give it back, so I can't. And he also has those two brothers, I swear, are hitmen. So that's why I'm trying to be careful. Those are some big dudes. You seen his brothers, bro? Those are some.
No, I haven't.
Bro, they're his brothers. After one game where he was fighting the Morse brothers or something, they were yelling about him. And dude, there's some. I won't lie, they're pretty intimidating. They definitely look like the type of people that, not gonna say it, but you take someone out back real quick.
Put your lunch on the table. I just think, man, I picture him playing in the era I grew up watching. He doesn't do this against half of the league, in my opinion. 95, I think there's a lot. 05.
I say the center position was actually like legitimate back then as well. Now it's almost like I don't want to say a joke, but Chet Holmgren's playing at center. It's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's big, but he ain't big. He's big, not big.
I'm talking Patrick Ewing, Elijah
Malone
Shaq,
with his
Malone
500-pound not 500-pound, 38-inch biceps.
Yeah, we wouldn't even know who the Joker was. He wouldn't even have a nickname like the Joker. It'd just be Jokic at the end of the bench.
I'm just laughing. He got drafted during a Taco Bell commercial. Hilarious.
Best thing. That's probably why he act like this. You know what? They don't care about me.
I don't care about them. I won't lie. I don't know if it's a shoot or a work though. I am very trying to figure that out. I don't know if he's for shoot like this or if he's working us. Can't tell, but I almost
I think
like it.
I think you're right, man. I mean, you gotta care to win a championship.
I mean, and you saw the way he reacted with Jamal Murray and everything. Either he cares so much about his boys winning one and he doesn't give a shit at all. And that's really honestly, I won't lie. If he's doing that, that's even more impressive. He's like, I'm happy for you guys. I could care less.
Yeah.
I don't give a hell. I'm going back to my horses. But y'all, I'm happy for y'all.
Hell yeah. Now I can
Gotcha.
see that too, man. I mean, I think he does
Teammate of the
really have
year.
a relationship with Jamal. Everything they've been through together.
Man, I think they've been together for a hot minute too.
I remember them falling short to Dame and the Blazers like 2018, 2019 playoffs. Remember
That's a
the
long
bubble
time ago.
games with
That's
Mitchell and Murray going
pre-COVID.
back and forth?
Man,
Yeah.
yeah. The high ball. Man, what a time.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. COVID did give us a beautiful time, bro. It was the one time in my life
It was
I was
weird.
able to bet uh Lakers over and the Athletics money line the same day. Baseball and basketball. Hockey was going on. It was just a crazy ass time for
Right?
gamblers.
So weird. It was just such a weird time, honestly, for sports too. Sports were just gone. I won't lie. I think the worst part of that, honestly, was just losing the March Madness tourney. If we could have had that, I think it wouldn't have been nearly as bad. But losing the Madness, that sucked. That was heartbreaking, especially for them Dayton boys. Man, I still think about that Dayton team.
Woo! Michigan State would have won that shit, dog. Cassius Winston. We could talk about that forever, bro. That's my
He's a
Michigan.
Michigan State fan.
That's my bro. Michigan State was nice, man, that year though.
I can't remember what their record was, but I think they weren't they like a top 3 seed.
Yeah, they were nice, man. I don't remember their record either. I just remember their team. Cassius Winston was one of my favorites, bro.
Bro, I will never forget that time. Literally just got medically cleared like 2 days ago to get back in the football and everything with my shoulder on campus for 2 days. Y'all got to go home. All right, everyone, we'll see you in a week, whatever. Go back home. Come back up a week later because we packing up. We moving out. Kicked our ass out because of COVID. It's like, all right, see you in August, I guess.
Nah, that is
Man, I
crazy.
won't lie. It was so sad. Spring ball. We were just about to start spring ball. I was actually just finally got fully recovered. It's like, man, I'm not watching the sidelines anymore of all this conditioning. Got to play with the boys. And COVID's like, nah, y'all going home. So then I played with the boys on Xbox.
Hey, nah. Hey, nah.
What a
Like,
wild time, though,
for
for real.
one day.
Like we said, wild
Nah,
time.
it was, bro. I'm trying to think back. This shit was bananas, though. I
I
can't
won't
believe in
lie.
the middle of it, I moved to Vegas.
What a time. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was
It's
crazy.
wide open.
Bro, yeah, it was crazy in Phoenix, but when I went to Vegas, it was like, what you doing here, bro? Huh? Like nothing was popping off. Like, nah, I'm here for next week, bro. Baseball starting. I just getting here early, getting my feet
And
set.
no one's in the books. They're just the books are sitting there, guys just wiping the bar like, can you go home, man? I don't want to be here.
Nah, it was crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it was a crazy time, bro. Crazy time. Everybody in mask. I think we forgot about the mask thing, bro. I mean,
No,
that shit
I
was,
trust me. I didn't forget. We do for football. Oh my god, they were like, you got to wear the mask under your helmet while you're practicing. It's like, all right, I ain't doing all that bullshit. I don't have that. Whoop. Like, sorry, hey, I'll admit, sorry if I spread more COVID. I apologize. I'm not wearing a mask under my goddamn helmet. I'm hitting the dude anyway. We're already sweating on each other. I'm gonna breathe on him. I'm sorry. No, dude, that mask stuff was so stupid, bro. I'm not even kidding. Like, dude, we had school teachers. Like, it would slip down a little bit under your nose. We're like, hey, 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 hey. It's
bro.
like, it was like, there's 3 people in this classroom. What are we doing?
Yeah,
Online, people have masks online. It's like, all right, you're just weird. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't want to call people out, but I ain't gonna use your real name. My homie who had the mask on that Zoom call, I haven't forgot you. I haven't forgot you. So he might have been sick too, so I'm not gonna say anything. But I'm just like, man, I ain't gonna lie, that boy protected.
man.
It's a weird
That
time.
it's crazy because they still let you smoke and drink and eat in the casinos in Vegas, but
Oh
they
yeah,
literally would watch you, bro. Like you hit the cigarette and like right before you can even blow the smoke out, they're like, "Sir, sir," and you're like, "Bro, I
Legit.
ain't even blow the smoke out yet. I ain't trying to."
That's how it was when eating in the caf for us too. You just be trying to eat. It's like you can put it down to eat, but while you're chewing, you might as well put it up. It's like, all right, so I'm just gonna slobber all over this thing now. Have ketchup inside
Yeah,
of it for later. Have a little bacon sliver in there to eat at 3 o'clock while I'm on the field. No, that mask stuff was weird, bro. I'm not even. I respect it.
that's
I'm like, it was just weird, like how it was just a thing for so hard. Then all of a sudden, it's kind of like, well, I don't think you need them anymore. Just
yeah.
like out of nowhere, it's like, all right,
No, it's crazy. I'm
that's
starting to see
crazy.
people with masks again, bro, and I'm just like,
You can use this mask, but not that mask. It's like, yeah, I won't lie. People still wear masks. Like, I won't like almost talk, like go up to them. Obviously, they don't want me to go up to them the way they're at with that on, but I want to go up to them and ask, like, hey, do you know something I don't know? Like, am I missing something?
bro. My neighbor. Every time I see this person, they got a mask on, in their
Maybe
car
you
by
didn't get the
themselves.
shot.
I don't know, man.
Bro, hey, I won't lie. That just gave people. I don't want to. I hate to say it. Maybe he's just ugly. I don't want to be that guy. People were saying that. It's like, man, if you still wear a mask, you're just ugly. I saw that on X. What? I saw that like a year or so ago, and I've never forgot it. It's like, if you still wear a mask in 2023, you just ugly, bro. It's like, oh my god, killed me. Absolutely killed me.
But no, that is hilarious, man.
So stupid. COVID was a real thing though. In all realness, that was kind of a scary time. It was just wild to like how the world stopped but didn't stop.
No, that's just wild to me. I ain't got no
Like
political stance or anything on the disease. It's just, I just remember seeing an
I was an
old
essential
Asian dude,
worker.
yeah, just sneeze, but he had a mask on, so he didn't care. He just like sneezed in his mask and just, you know what I mean?
Bro, just wearing it for the whole day. Like, what the hell, boy?
Boy ain't even put his arms up. Boy just had, I was like,
It's like,
hell
bro,
no.
did you just swallow a booger in there or something? God
I gotta
damn.
take my mask off to sneeze, bro. Y'all got me fucked up.
Bro, I about took my mask off right now just because. I still think I got. Dude, we got some cool SRQ masks. I'll bring it on next show. I think it's on my. I think it's in my pile of laundry over there. I gotta do,
Yeah,
but
no, I'm playing.
it's a
Everybody
fun
got
one.
one.
I'll bring it on. Yeah, we got a cool one for SXU. I'll bring it on. Yeah, shout out. Yeah, that thing was a lot better than that putting that stuff around your ears. It was one of those like gators, so it was pretty nice. You just a little pop up. But yeah,
Uh,
now all kids wear ski masks.
oh my God, I know. Anyway,
Transition to the ski mask era.
man, please. What's your biggest surprise in college hoops, man?
The nasty ass spin move Zach Edey did last night or 2 nights ago. That was disgusting. That spin
Bro,
move.
I'm
No,
telling you,
honestly,
he's reached another level this year. He's not just big no more. Like he can really hoop.
no,
He got his
I'll give you a real
footwork.
answer in a second. But yeah, I won't lie. Like most big men draw a charge there. He perfectly catches the ball, slams it down, spin move, slam. It's like that's 7'4", like 15, 16 size foot probably. Just making a move. He looks
Oh yeah.
nice. Shout out Braden Smith too, career high assist that night. But the biggest thing I'm surprised about the Road Warriors not being Road Warriors. We saw it again with Wisconsin last night. I can't remember. Shout out to Gary Parrish and Matt Norlander. This is either top 10s or top 20 teams. I can't remember. But in most years, like I think 2015 was the lowest year when it came to like top teams losing or whatever. They on the road. On the average is about like basically like close to 70 to 80%. Like you're gonna win on the road. Like it's 78%, I think is the exact number. Like for most years. Like if you're a ranked team going on the road, you have a 78% chance to win. 2015 was the lowest ever, and it was at about 64% or whatever. This year, as of I want to say like Tuesday, Wednesday, so the numbers aren't crunched completely yet, but this was about as of Tuesday, 45%. It's in the 40s about the road ranked teams losing. And then if you look and go back, it's like, oh, this team, like for example, I'll just use a team. I don't know if this is exactly right, but it's somewhat close. Tennessee lost to Iowa State or something like that when Iowa State wasn't ranked. But then you look a few weeks later, Iowa State's in the top 10. And a lot of those situations are going on. So I think the wildest thing to me is just, yeah, this is the year where if you're ranked and you're going on the road, it's almost a death sentence pretty much. Like at
It's it's
40%,
it's
that's like
crazy.
a 30% drop from the average. That is ridiculous. That's insane. That's like,
No, it
and it's
is.
wonder if it's going to finally reach the mean, maybe go back up a little bit with some of these teams now being ranked that weren't. But it's just been crazy what's been going on this college basketball season. There's no true favorite at all. Like if you think of like another thing too, sorry, one more thing I want to add. You compare men's to women's. Caitlin Clark. Who's the men's guy? Zach Edey, maybe? Like that's why I think another thing I'm shocking too. I think this is the first year in forever we can say that. I'm not gonna say the women's is outshining the men's, but there's a lot like the more fan known name is probably Caitlin Clark over any of the guys. Which I could be totally wrong about that, but that's just like me being like an outsider view. I feel like the more average not basketball watcher will know who Caitlin Clark is versus like Zach Edey, for example.
I think Zach Edey is bigger than Clayton Clark, but I do see what you're saying,
He
and I
may
do
be.
agree because I was trying to
I
think of
could be like I
somebody.
said, could be totally wrong.
I was trying to think of who would be second in that argument. Like,
That's what I'm. That's the biggest thing. Is like I'm trying to think of like these big names. Like who's a big name in college basketball that like the average person who doesn't watch much basketball know but listens to the news would be like, oh yeah, that person, yeah.
nah, it's crazy. I mean, we ain't got usually Gonzaga got somebody. Can't think of one Gonzaga player.
Mm-mm. Exactly.
Kentucky, they just always got a bunch of freshmen. I
They used
mean,
to have
Duke,
Oscar Tshiebwe, but now I don't think he's there.
uh, Duke. I mean, they got Filipowski, but yeah, I don't think
He might
nobody
be
really knows
there.
who Filipowski is. Like, I think you really got to be a fan of college hoops.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is crazy, bro. I can't think of nobody that's actually becoming a
Dalton
star.
Connect.
That boy is balling, bro.
That boy is nice.
I hate to say, I think if people could say his name, he'd be more well known.
That might be a thing. But yeah, no, I think those are the two biggest things that surprised me the most. It's just like how like not like in a bad way, but how big the women's has gotten over the last like 2 years with everything. Versus and then also just the Road Warriors. The Road Warriors being I'm trying to think of a better word, not anti Road Warriors.
Nah, it's horrible, man. You said your stats as a Tuesday. I know as a Saturday it was 39%. So it's just, yeah, it's horrible. I mean,
Purdue
like you
went I
said,
think Purdue winning
we
helped.
watched Wisconsin blow a 19-point lead last night.
Yeah, god damn boy. I saw that. It's like, all right, I'm gonna check back this game later. It's like, man, I haven't got an update in this game in a while. And then I finally see Nebraska storms the court. It's like,
Kese Tominaga.
played awful.
Did he?
He only had 2 points. 1 for 7 last time I looked.
He was the first person that popped up when I went to ESPN this morning.
Probably because you look him up too much. He might I say last time I looked, he had 2 points, he was 1 for 7. So he could have ended up doing something better, but I don't think Casey did that much that game. Yeah, he had 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 for 7, 0 for 4.
Yeah,
Not his best game. That's all right though.
yeah. I don't see
You're
him
allowed to
right
have a
now.
bad game every once in a while when you're a superstar.
Man, this weekend though, shout out, man. It's one of the best weekends, and I know they did it on purpose. No football going on. Everybody's gonna tune in.
I did
Um,
see a number 4 versus number 8. That should be exciting.
nah,
Kansas
dude,
Houston.
that's Houston, Kansas. You got Duke, North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky,
Woo!
and then you got Sunday. You got Wisconsin, Purdue.
That's
Wisconsin,
gonna be
Purdue
nice.
tied at the top now, 8-2, I believe.
Yeah, that loss was that Big Ten man. Shout out Boo Booey. That boy was looking insane last night
Nah,
or
he's
whatever
like the
that game
Grim
was.
Reaper of the Big Ten, bro. Northwestern ain't that
Dude.
good, but he's beating all these top teams by himself.
Right, as I said, yeah, we think Northwestern isn't that good, but somehow you look and they're like in every single Big Ten game with all these top guys. Like, how do they do it? Boo
Boo
Booey.
booey.
Boo Booey. Dude, I love that. I mean, I seriously I won't lie, it kind of hurt my heart to like as much as I love Purdue. It's like, man, I kind of like the Boo Booey guy.
Nah, yeah, that's what I love about college hoops, bro. You end up being fans of teams or players that you honestly hated at one point. I'm not saying that's the case with Northwestern, but it's like I know some years it's like, damn, I can't stand this team, but this year them boys is nice, bro. I'm
I
trying to
like
think
that
of
guy.
yeah. I'm trying to think of the
Georgetown.
last time it happened. It's because it's a bunch of
Georgetown's gonna
kids
be the
too,
most recent.
so it's hard to hold like I don't
That's
know.
very true.
I can't
Nah,
even.
you can't say that. Number 11 has been the bane of your existence. You can't say it's hard to when it's
He's the only one though, man. I give a lot of these kids some breaks, dog.
Number
But that's the
11 though.
thing. Yeah, bro. He was on my team though, so I could hate him. He transferred
Very
now,
fair.
but oh
He did.
my god,
Made at
dog.
Clemson. What? Shout out. Watched him and another guy turn it over back to back in the game they lost. So I think UNC or Duke, whoever it was.
Oh yeah, nah, Clemson. They were. That's the thing. There's a lot of teams right now that a lot of people are trying to jump on, and I just think a lot of them are wrong. A lot of people trying to jump on Florida State, Missouri, Georgia, all have had literally head
This
and
ain't
shoulders.
college football.
Yeah, they all head and shoulders above their expectations. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, we're about to hit February. I think all these teams about to go back down to being their expectations. Uh,
You know what comes after February? Izzo. Sorry, Marge.
the madness. Now I'm geeked, man. I can't wait, bro. If I
Should be
had to give
exciting.
you right now, let's just say plus 700 effort on UConn versus the field at minus 120.
Give me UConn. I mean, you said it better. I've been beyond impressed with UConn as it's been going on. Honestly, as much as I have a ticket in on Purdue, I took a ticket on UConn 2 weeks ago at plus 1,200, now plus 900, I believe. Um, plus 850 just dropped as we're talking. Houston plus 850 as well.
Oh
But no,
shit! I wish I could
I
bet
love my.
double for plus 10,000 on Houston.
Honestly, though, I like Purdue as much as I love them. It's Purdue. I want them to prove me wrong. But I mean, I won't lie. Zach Edey at the free throw line against Northwestern, like if he has nights like that where he goes like 6 for 17 or whatever it was, that's scary to think about. But yeah, UConn just looks so good. Anytime you look, I mean, last time I remember talking to you about UConn, they were literally giving kids wedgies on the floor. It was that bad. Like they were just absolutely destroying people. It's insane how
Right.
they only seemingly got better. Like you said, I thought that team was really good last year, and they somehow gotten better.
Dude, and that's what's crazy to me because last year they had the on paper
Now that's
NBA
coaching.
style. Yeah. And now this year it's like all these kids are undersized. None of them going to the league. I mean, they might, but I don't see any of them having I mean, Stephen Castle, that kid might have a great 3 and D style kind of role player in the league, but none of these guys are going to be superstars, but they are just balling out of control. Uh, I think you
Oh,
just answered my next question I was going to ask you. What team would you
uh,
put with UConn? And if it
um,
was UConn and that team versus the field, automatic.
I would probably say honestly, maybe Purdue or North Carolina. One of those two. I don't want to. I hate to be this because I told myself last year, you're not doing this with Purdue. You're not doing this with Purdue. But like you said, Edie's playing a lot better. The guards look a lot better. I actually saw Fletcher Lawyer hit a three, a wide open three. I haven't seen him do that in like 5 games, Purdue games I've watched. I know he probably hits it more, but the 5 games I watched, that boy is just boinking threes off the rim. So it's been Lance Jones, I think, is a great adage for them as well. I mean, watching him, he has a nice stroke. Pause. No, I think Purdue is going to be pretty decent. I think I legitimately have a real shot. The biggest thing that gets me is this home road bullshit. Like one team, they look great at home, and then you put them on the road, and some of them are just bad. It's like, man, what's going on?
No,
What
I
makes it
think
so
this
hard?
year, it's going to be. Last year was
We're
crazy.
going to see a lot of twos and threes get upset. I think.
Yeah. I mean, last year was crazy with the upsets, but I think this year is going to be even bigger. I wouldn't be
Mhm.
surprised if yeah, it's all upsets. Like literally just nothing but upsets that first Thursday, Friday of
I
the
would not be
tournament.
shocked. Will we see a one seed lose? I don't know because we're probably going to be what Purdue, UConn, Houston. I mean, somebody's going to be moving out west because none of the West teams are doing anything worth a shit right now. Hate to say it, but one of these teams from
Yeah.
the East are going to end up moving west. I mean, I don't know if I see like, for example, if it's like it now, Purdue, UConn, Houston, North Carolina. I don't see any of them getting upset first round, but
Bro, you never
Arizona at a
know.
2, maybe Kentucky
I
at a
could
2 or
see
3,
Arizona getting that ass
maybe.
upset. I mean, I could see Purdue getting upset again first round.
I could too, honestly. I mean, like they've proven that they can get beat. Northwestern, boo booey. No, I mean
Who beat them
it's
last
true.
year? Fairleigh Dickinson?
You're about to make me seize up. I don't know. No, honestly, I've blocked that team out. Tobin Anderson beat him. You just
I
had me.
respect
That
it.
boy. That boy just had me having war flashbacks. Just
Nah, bro, trust me, that's the madness, man.
man, I won't lie. That heartbreaking stuff. I tell you what, that's probably one of my worst losses of all time. And I'm not even talking because I didn't have that much on him. I had some, but I don't. Pride was on the line there.
That's bro. That's the craziest thing about sports, dude. It's like
Purdue
you
had to be
just
the
said.
only team. They had to go
Watch
into
it.
number
Yeah,
one.
you watch that, and then you come back this season like I ain't fucking with them. And then like February 2nd comes, and you like
We're
Purdue,
back,
bro, all the way.
man. Dude, it's tough. Yeah, that's sports, man. Sports. That's what you gotta love it. Bet the Colts for 13 weeks last year, or last, I guess, 2 seasons ago when they were 3-14. Week
Mm,
14, I finally wised up. I'm telling you, man, there's something about being a fan and it brings it out, and yeah, you can't help it. You just see all the good, no matter how bad it gets.
That's why I don't bet my teams, man.
Man, I wish I wasn't as foolish.
I don't bet the Saints for one reason only. They're gonna lose every damn week. Take my money every damn week. But every damn week, I think they're gonna win on Thursday. Like, there's
Yep.
not one week I've the Saints games coming up, and I'm like, they about to lose. It's like, hell no, we got these. It's that pride, bro, and that's why I don't bet Saints games. Any other
I
team,
wish
I
I
kind
could.
of can control it.
I wish I could say that. I won't lie. There's some games that go and it's like, oh shit, they're gonna get beat. Like last year when they were playing the Chiefs, like week 2. I won't lie. I thought the Colts were gonna get that shit waxed. They end up winning. It's like I won't lie. That's I think what I had the opposite reason. I think that's why I lost so much money on the Colts that year. They beat the Chiefs. I'm like, all right, now we go, and then they lost like 7 in a row or some stupid shit.
But that's what I'm
The whole time
saying.
it's like we ain't losing, we ain't losing.
Just don't
That
combine your
mindset.
money with your fandom.
But when it works out, it is something beautiful to see. I won't lie.
Nah, that's how I feel on Michigan State money lines, Syracuse money lines. I'm like plus
Yep.
200.
Man,
Give
I
me
won't
that
lie.
shit.
I keep forgetting. Like the other night when Syracuse lost, I like when they lost him down. I was like, he's a fan. You gotta really listen. You can't just take Syracuse because he took Syracuse. I just took
They
it. I did
and
a parlay. I'm like,
they
wait,
should have won that shit.
they
You
should have
talk
honestly.
the Florida State game.
Whatever game they just played recently, yes, they honestly should have won that game. It was just funny because legit, I'm just like, remember, he's a fan. I didn't do it that time. Got me.
Hey, I'm gonna be
They just
honest,
took
man.
it.
I mean, I don't hide it. Syracuse, Michigan State, Michigan, LSU.
I know.
You hear
I just
you hear
wasn't looking at the
anything about
wall.
them teams? But that's the thing. I feel like we ain't gotta get on it. But like F this team, bro. I would not bet on this team if my life depended on it this
I
year.
was about to say, how much longer till they're off the wall? I mean, I guess the football team went good, so you can keep them up, but
I'm gonna be
basketball's
honest,
staining.
bro. I'm too loyal, dog. No matter how much I hate
Yeah.
Juwan Howard, I'm a Michigan basketball fan, and I'm gonna
I
be a
think
Michigan basketball fan.
shout out Juwan Howard. That might be like the 8th week in a row he somehow made it on this show, like on a Friday. Like he just
Ah,
finds his way to in.
he's literally the worst coach I've ever seen. It's nothing personal. It's starting to get personal because the motherfucker's still there, but it didn't start off as
Bro,
personal.
just
It's
the way
like
you could have. I wish you could have saw yourself when you said that. You're just like, he's the worst coach I've ever seen. It's like no matter of fact, not even like you even process it. It's like, yeah, he is the worst I've ever seen. Like we can see your mind process like between 3 coaches. You're like, you know what? Yeah, he is the worst.
he's definitely the worst Michigan coach I've ever seen, but he's the worst coach
Oh
I've seen.
man,
Period. Late game situations, getting your kids prepared. He's not good at any of
man, hot cross buns. That boy.
it. Man, last thing I'm gonna ask you, and then we can get the hell on up out of here. What are you most excited about in March Madness? Is it the underdogs
Dude, not
coming
getting
in?
upset. Wait, what? Go ahead.
Purdue, Purdue making a run at the Final Four. I mean, honestly, if Purdue was in the Final Four, that'll just make your life.
Bro, I just want him not to get upset in the second round. What do you mean? Oh, in Final Four. I just want him to win a game. Playoffs. We gotta win a game.
I just want him to be in the Sweet 16.
Man, they make one Sweet 16. I'm gonna be happy. It's like they're 19-2. What do you mean? No. Why? If you're Purdue, you know they anytime. I mean, little what is it, dude? I still remember that game in 2012, or whatever it was. They played like Little Rock, Arkansas, P. Ryan, or whatever that bullshit is. Getting beat to them every time, man. I will. But no, what was your actual question though? What am I most excited for?
Yeah, yeah, I realize it's a pretty vague and dumb question that I asked it out
No,
loud.
honestly, like something I'm actually excited for is how does the anti road warriors translate to the neutral court situation? Because we just talked about it briefly, how a lot of 2 and 3s are going to get upset and everything. I'm probably most excited for. I'm not going to lie, semi-selfishly, the bracket tournament we're about to host. Obviously, I'm going to invite you back to that. Year like I think 6 of it we're doing now. The JC pool year 6. Had a P in there. No, but I'm excited to see honestly how this tournament falls out because I think this is going to be one of the. We thought, like you said, we thought last year was wild. I think this is going to be another wild year just because we're going to have some new teams in there too. Like there's going to be no UCLA. South Carolina with that win last week and being +4 or a few days ago +14. They probably I think sealed their way in. The dogs they barking. No, but I swear, man. No, but I'm an
It's
MX
always
fan.
perfect though. It's always perfect
Every
timing.
time we're talking about the dogs. No, I'm very excited to see what the translation of the tournament, like of what the regular season is to the tournament. Because most years, like the most years we have a team that's just like 36-0. It's like all right, or like 31-1, something like that. You're like, all right, let's see how they do. I think the tournaments are going to be interesting this year for like Big Ten tournaments and everything. That's going to be. I'm going to like I said, translation. I'm just very curious how this translation is going to look from. All right, we ain't a home team anymore. We're kind of at a neutral court. Like, what is this going to be? I'm also interested to see if the refs aren't going to be jackasses. No, I'm just kidding. But that Purdue game was ref horribly. I do have to bring that up on both sides, just because I saw everyone arguing. It's like, how are you going to say they're called it for Purdue? It's like they're having bad calls both ways. And one more shout out Chris Collins, man. -7.5 +100. Should have never covered. That boy got the cover. I love him to death for that. He's my favorite coach ever. One of my favorite coaches ever. Made the Mount Rushmore.
Nah, he's a beast.
Coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw that the second the shot went up, he's like, all right, listen here. Just getting in his face. I mean, I won't lie, the guy definitely hooked the hell out of him, but not for me to judge. Yeah, I'm very excited just for the tournament to see pretty much who's going to get there because I think this Final Four, like, what's hilarious is we're talking Purdue, UConn, Houston. I think UConn's probably going to be the only one guaranteed to make the Final Four because, like you said, they got to beat themselves, but we could see New Mexico in the Final Four. We could see a San Diego State in the championship again. I think it's going to be another one of them years.
Definitely gonna have one of them Mountain West teams, bro. Whether it's Utah State, Boise State, New Mexico, Colorado State, San Diego State, one of them ugly ass Mountain West teams is gonna upset a bunch of people, and it's gonna be beautiful.
That'd be amazing. Do you know who the first Mountain West team is to make the Final Four?
Wasn't it San
For like
Diego
what their
State?
odds?
Oh, you
Right now
about
I'm seeing
betting
for like
wise.
the odds. Yeah, like betting wise, I'd see +1800 for New Mexico, and I think that might be the biggest.
Nah, that probably is. I thought you was talking about like
Is FAU in the
first.
Mountain West? Oh no, yeah, I don't know who's in the. I wasn't talking about standing. I was just mean like betting wise because it's like I just wanted to end with that real quick. Utah +2400, San Diego State's +2400. Yeah, I think it's New Mexico leading for the Mountain West. If you really think a Mountain West is going to get there, the odds are saying might be worth.
Yeah, they got a fucking bro. They got two sons of NBA players. They got a great wing, great coach, and Patino Jr. I do like New Mexico a lot. I mean, my first future I bet at all this year was New Mexico to win the Mount West. That was the first future I like. I was like, yeah, I'm rocking
That's
with them
it.
this year. And then
Yeah,
the
no,
whole
that's
Mount
nice.
West came out and was like, nah, we all dogs, bro.
It's crazy how every year it's just there. It's always one small conference every year that just is going to have like 3-4 teams make the tourney. They're just dogs.
I think it's gonna be 5 or 6 this year from the Mount West.
That's what I think I heard from Parrish and Norlander. They were talking a little bit about that, how there might be about 5 or 6 from the Mountain West. It's just crazy thing about it's like the Mountain West, not the Pac-12.
Yeah, that's just crazy. I mean, honestly, Big East and Mount West basketball is becoming bigger than Big Ten and Pac-12 basketball,
which is crazy to think about.
But
I mean, makes sense because the big, especially for Big East, they don't have football. So for those two, I think it makes kind of sense that hey, we're gonna mainly focus on basketball. But yeah, with the money and funding and everything, I know Big East is slightly different, but it's crazy. Like shout out to them for real because they can't even have football teams. Pretty much, most of them don't.
So, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. I guess
yeah, like Georgetown.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's bananas.
Providence doesn't have a football team.
Yeah,
Gonzaga doesn't have a football team.
It's all clicking now.
That's what's crazy because like they don't get that money. They ain't getting that football 20,000 people coming to your game money, 100,000 people coming to your game money. They got these teams balling.
Did New Mexico State
they got a
football program get suspended?
Ooh, I actually don't know that. Let me check. That somebody got suspended. I feel like from their team.
Because I know last night in basketball, this kid from New Mexico State just straight up punched this dude in the face. And I was like, bro, they about to cancel all sports at that school.
God.
Now, dude was knocked out. It's not even a laughing matter, but it's hilarious.
Wait, like at the game? Like a fan or a player?
No, like dude was boxing him out. the fuck off me, bro. Like laid him out, bro. Dude was knocked out like a boxer on the middle
Oh
of the
my
paint.
god! I'm
I
going to
can't
see that
believe you didn't
video
see
because I didn't
that.
see that. By the way,
Yeah.
they New Mexico State releases their they did finish their they released their schedule, so I'm assuming they're playing.
Hell yeah.
Man, I'm going to
Bananas.
watch that video. That's crazy.
Yeah, I retweeted it. I can send it to you.
I'm not gonna lie. It just did end something real quick. It's crazy, man. It's crazy just to watch like the trigger for some athletes. Because like you saw it. We saw it in a football game for a bowl game. One team got blown out. This guy just sucker punched somebody from way behind on him. He thought about it all game, which is crazy. And then he does that. And then you just talk about guys just boxing out. Apparently, just something triggered him. He's like, "Nah, I gotta knock this dude out right now." It's great.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy because obviously I know the backgrounds, like the human in general. Like the human's crazy. So I understand that all these backgrounds other people come from. It's just crazy. Like the people we see on teams. It goes back a little bit to locker room talk. Like you guys, because most teams, this is often like if you have a guy like that on your team, it's usually good. But when he doesn't control it, is when it's like, oh crap. You usually want the guy who sets the edge. But you don't want a guy who's like, I'm not gonna ever do that out tonight. Cause you got a guy who jokes like that. Oh my god. Yeah, I see him laid out. Yeah, I'm gonna see that. CBS. Is that college basketball?
Yeah, I might have sent it to you. But yeah, bro.
Jeez. Yeah, but like I said though, it's just like it's scary. Like you love the people who are the enforcers, but like when it comes to stuff like this, it's a little bit like a oh man, bro.
It is crossing the line, bro. There's throwing an elbow, chicken wing out there.
Right.
There's pulling somebody's shorts down a little bit just to mess with them.
Like
But to
there's
just
people
straight
who have
up
an
cold
edge, like
cock
bumping him
somebody.
after the play. Yeah, like the straight up, yeah, like you said, straight up just knocking some dude out. It's like, all right. It's like 'cause there's expectations too. That's the biggest thing. It's like there's like expectations. Like if you elbow a dude, you're being a little rough with him. It's like, oh, the dudes will expect it. They aren't gonna like it maybe, but they're like, all right, no. I don't think any player's going to a basketball game thinking this guy is gonna hit me with the Roman Reigns Superman punch and I'm gonna get knocked out. Jesus.
Nah. Yeah, it's
Not
crazy,
for real,
bro.
not a laughing matter, but like that crazy. It's just I want to bring it up because it's crazy. Because it's like there's some people who they just live to fight on the courts, and it's like that's sometimes it's good to have, and then other moments like this where it's like, Jesus, that is, boy, you just might have anger issues.
You said it best, my man.
Yeah, no, sports is wild. You could have like what's crazy is going to end it. You could have a guy like that on your team who's knocking people out, and the point guard could be the nicest kid ever. It's just like, man, stop, man, stop. He's trying to be all nice. Then you got people like it's for sports are crazy. All the personalities you can bring together.
Nah,
Wow.
it's a beautiful thing, and it's also a crazy thing. It's literally the epitome of the world just put into competition.
It's what I hate to say it, but it's what the world should be.
Yeah.
Like
I,
but sometimes you might just need to knock somebody out, but you should at least let them know, like, hey, I'm knocking you out. Bop.
nah, yeah, he hit that dude from behind. That's what I don't like about it.
No, that's behind is you can't. I won't lie, that's just punk stuff. You can't ever hit somebody from behind. That's just punk. Like I look at people differently who swing from behind. It's like, man, that just tells me that you don't think that you can do
You got a
anything when you're
chance.
facing them.
Yeah.
It's like you got to make that one count, or you're gonna at
Nah,
least be
like
a
I
man
said,
enough.
dude was literally boxing him out, and I mean, I know he didn't see it coming. Next thing he knows, he just punched in the
Yeah,
fucking
I mean,
face.
how hard is it to give him a little dumb,
Hell
bro?
yeah.
Dumb.
My man, Jaden Chandler Parnell, I appreciate you coming by.
Woo! Super Bowl next week, man. I'm excited.
Nah, I can't
All
wait
I can
for it.
think about.
Nah, yeah, it's definitely next weekend will be all about the Super Bowl for sure. This weekend, it's all about college hoops. Great games
Yes,
going on
sir.
tomorrow. Mañana.
Gonna be beautiful.
I
This
know.
is the weekend of college basketball. Enjoy it. Enjoy it on Friday, Saturday, maybe a little bit of Sunday, and then when Monday hits, we got one more week, people.
Yes,
One more
sir.
week.
And then
It's
after that
depressing.
week, got about 2 weeks left in college hoops before tourneys.
Crazy. March is already here.
Basically, bro, you might as well get ready for baseball.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Bring it all the way back around. A little E40.
Yes, sir. My man, Jaden Chandler Parnell. I forgot to put your stuff at the bottom of the screen. You can
Ah,
catch him on YouTube at the JC Pod. Also follow him on Twitter at Jaden95Chandler. I might throw it in the description. I never throw it in the description. I should start doing that. But anyway, if you've
might be
seen
the
past
number.
episodes, you know this man. You know where he's at. You know how to find him. Also find all of his written stuff on Stare Down Sports. I'm sure next week he'll be going bananas
I
covering
have
the
my
Super
breakdown
Bowl.
coming out tonight. Or sorry, not breakdown, recap of the past games.
Hell yeah.
So,
Hell yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming
no,
on.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it though. Look forward to next week, like I said, and you know what? We need to end it off with some gospel. In the great words of Gucci Man, let's get that honey bun money.
Yes, sir. Gucci. Shout out to Gucci, man. Shout out to Gucci, man. This captain by a hook with the red beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live. My man JCP just came through. I got these Saturday games for you. I ain't really got nothing for you tonight. I mean, if you want to bet something, if you need to bet something, if you're scratching, if you're itching, uh, Princeton plus 3.5. Nah, Yale minus 3.5. Princeton, that's gonna be a good game. That's the game I'm looking forward to watching the most. Really don't know how to call it. I like Iowa minus the 4.5 at home against Ohio State, who's just been struggling. But I do feel like this Friday night, this could be a game where Ohio State gets right. But they are on the road. I don't trust any road teams. Speaking of home teams, you got Dayton minus 7.5 tonight. Might as well give that a play for the day. Akron minus 4.5. Gotta love it. Creighton Butler. I take Butler plus the points. But boy, have I been wrong about this Big East in some games, trying to take the points. Uh, excuse me, Nevada, San Jose State. This feels a little too big with 12.5, but who the hell knows, man? That Yale Princeton game is the one I'm looking forward to the most. Just as a fan, my voice will be going away at the end. Let's jump into Saturday's games, though. These are my lines. If you don't know by now, you're late to the party. Write these numbers down. You get the numbers tonight. Do your homework. Write those numbers down. Bet the difference. If you don't know how to bet the difference, you shouldn't be betting. Give me Rutgers plus 4.5. It should, every week. I do it every week. Every week. I forgot those teams. Let's start here. UConn, baby. They're taking on St. John's on the road. Give me UConn minus the 5.5. UConn's beating everybody by double digits since Klingon is back in the rotation. On the road, give me UConn minus 5.5. You got LSU. Go Tigers. They're hosting Arkansas this weekend. Every game Arkansas is a must win. I just don't think they get it done. Give me LSU on the money line there. I think it'll be around even. I think it'll be a pick 'em pretty much on this game. I'm gonna take LSU on the money line. Anything under 140, minus 140. I mean, even if it's plus money, I'm taking LSU on the money line. Memphis, man, God damn it, get you together. I can't stand you right now, but I still love you. Give me Memphis minus the 4. They're taking on Wichita State. Give me Memphis minus 4. South Carolina, baby. They're on the road taking on Georgia. I think South Carolina is a better team. I think Georgia is one of those teams that's going to revert back to being close to 500. Um, give me South Carolina minus 3.5. I'm going to take Marquette on the road against Georgetown. Marquette minus 9. Kansas State, they take on Oklahoma State. I'm talking the Big 12 basketball. Give me Kansas State minus 3.5 on the road. Virginia Clemson, that's an interesting one. Love Virginia, hate them on the road, but I think I still will take Virginia plus 3.5, somewhere around there. Might even take the money line on plus money. I think they're trending in the right direction. Doo-dum, doo-dum, doo-dum. Charlotte, they're taking on East Carolina. Charlotte, baby. Give me Charlotte minus 5.5 at home. Probably even take that up to 6.5, maybe 7. But 5.5 is the sweet spot that I like. Houston, Texas. The Cougars, H time. Stay down. Love what I'm seeing from Houston. Trying to find who they play. Sorry. Oh, Kansas, of course. 3 o'clock game. Houston, Kansas. Give me Houston, man minus 2. Yeah, I'm going with Houston. F Kansas, F the road win, F the all that. Richmond on the road against VCU. Give me Rich what? Richmond minus 4. I think they go 9-0 in conference play. They are 8-0 right now. I think they keep rolling, 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 rolling. What? Boise State, baby. Give it to me. Nice and slow. Boise State taking on. They just start writing this stuff down. We'll come back to Boise State. Give me McNeese State on the road southeast of Louisiana. Give me McNeese State minus 11.5. Give me Grand Canyon University. They're taking on Utah Valley. Give me Grand Canyon minus 7.5. Still cannot find Boise State. They're taking on Air Force, baby. Give me Boise State minus 9 and the hook. Love Boise State in that spot at home against Air Force. Gonna be a blowout. I'm thinking 20 points. 9.5 is the number I have on the game. Texas Tech is the next game I am looking for. Texas Tech, baby. Oh, Maryland, Michigan State. That's gonna be a good one, boy. Give me Michigan State minus the 3.5 in that one. I'm taking Michigan State at home minus the 3.5 on that one. North Carolina. Yes, I'm taking North Carolina at home, hosting Duke. Give me UNC minus 2.5. Keeping it in the ACC. Give me Pittsburgh at home, taking on Notre Dame minus 5.5. Florida Atlantic, they're taking on Tulsa. They're at home. Give me Florida Atlantic minus 8 and a hook. These are some of my best bets around this time slot right here. Some of my favorite games and bets. Still can't find Texas Tech, but I got Texas Tech minus 3.5 for what it's worth. Whoever the hell they play. Syracuse, yes, they are my favorite team, but yes, they get the victory. Give me Syracuse plus 3 or straight up. Give me the money line. I'll probably take the plus 3 for sure. Rutgers, they're taking on a tough, trash Michigan team. Give me Rutgers plus the 4.5. Just fading Michigan, just cause. Probably fade Michigan till they run him, and him is Juwan Howard the hell up out of here. All right, let's get down and dirty. Talking SEC basketball. Tennessee going to Kentucky. This will be the game of the day to watch. Give me Tennessee. Give me Kentucky, baby. Minus the 2.5 at home. Love Kentucky in this spot. Minus 2.5. Love that they're at the home team too. Alabama. They're taking on Mississippi State. Give me Alabama minus 6. Jumping back to the Big East. Give me Xavier minus 7.5. They're on the road taking on DePaul. Give me Xavier minus 7.5. Oregon. I told you in November, Oregon is one of the toughest teams this season. Give me Oregon minus 4.5 tomorrow on the road at UCLA. Colorado State, baby. They're on the road at Fresno State. Give me them also at 4.5. And then to end the night, strong. Give me Gonzaga minus 3.5 against St. Mary's. Gonzaga gets the job done. If you want to bet on a Gonzaga future, tonight's the night to do it. Tomorrow, win or lose. They lose, they probably not winning. But if they win, oh, those odds are jumping to minus 200 easily. Princeton, don't know who they play. I got Princeton written down at minus 6.5. Those are the numbers for mañana. That's tomorrow for the non-Espanol speakers. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love. And thank you for the support. This is Captain By a Hook with the red beard. I am Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dobbs. Going live on a beautiful Friday, the 2nd of February, the 33rd day of the year. Please take all of these wagers at your own risk. And please gamble responsibly.